Good afternoon, future self. I thought about saying, talking to my 40-year-old self, and I kind of feel like it's not right to say 40-year-old self because I'm like telling myself that I'm going to reach 40 years old. And I was just watching a lecture this morning about people having, you know, hopes of the future, and you never even know if you're going to die, today or tomorrow, or you never know when you're going to die. I might not even ever reach 40 years old. Uh, you know, I'm working as if I know that I'm going to finish, and I don't even know. So I'm just going to, document my journey and see, up to where it takes me. But I'm not going to say my 40-year-old self anymore. Right now I'm 37. I'll be 38 next month. And I'm just going to be documenting my journey through university. So I said that I was going to make a video about Cal State Fullerton versus Cal State Long Beach. I haven't actually attended either of those universities, but I have been accepted to both of them, and I did do orientation in both of them, and dealt with advisors in both universities. And they say that first impressions are the lasting impressions. And I think that without a doubt, Cal State Long Beach is head and shoulders above Cal State Fullerton. So let me start out by saying that Cal State Fullerton is the first university to accept me. And so I started with the acceptance process. I accepted the invitation, or I accepted, yeah, I guess that's how you can say. I accepted the invitation to the university. Did the online orientation. I opted to do online orientation instead of the on-campus orientation. I think they said the on-campus orientation was supposed to be just like an hour long or something. So I said, why go all the way over there just to spend an hour? The online orientation went, really fast. I think I had to pay $60 or something to do it. And at the time, I was just thinking that I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So I didn't want to let Cal State Fullerton's offer, pass me by. And while waiting for Cal State Long Beach, So I wanted to see what they had to offer before. But I guess in retrospect, I probably should have just gone down there and just talked to people and seen how it was instead of paying and stuff. But anyway, that's what I did. So this is my acceptance letter to Cal State Fullerton. Anyway, I had to go and see an advisor there. I went to see the advisor, and there was no electricity. The electricity had gone off. So we were just waiting around, and then finally they say, oh, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way, pen and paper. And then they asked me if I had my transcripts with me, and I'm like, no, I didn't bring my transcripts. You guys didn't tell me to do that. And they say, oh, well, can you see if you can pull them up on your phone? So I'm trying to pull them up. Then they say, oh, well, can you remember the classes that you took? So I start, listing the classes that I took, the business classes that I took. And the advisor's like, oh, I don't think that your math class is going to articulate into our program. Your accounting 2 class is not going to articulate into our program. And he says, you're going to have to repeat that. He says, and then he says, actually, the only courses that you can take that are with the transfer agreement from the LACCD community colleges are these. This is what he says. These majors: economics, international business, entertainment, tourism. These things. These majors to me are not really even majors. Like, what are you gonna do with that stuff? So he says there is an agreement where if you transfer over, you can graduate with your bachelor's degree with your core with only 60 additional units. He said, but because you want to do accounting, that's not under the agreement. Accounting isn't under the agreement. So we're going to look back at your lower division courses, and some of them you're going to have to repeat. So he said, like, business law, I had already done that. He said, you're going to have to repeat that. Accounting 2, I had already done that. He said, you're going to have to repeat that. I had done intermediate algebra. He says, oh, that's not considered college algebra. You're going to have to take a college algebra course somewhere else and then be able to take calculus at our university. Or you can just go find a community college that will let you take calculus there without taking a college algebra course. So, and he just kept saying, or you can just not do accounting. Just don't do accounting. He kept trying to encourage me not to do accounting. And I'm like, dude, I'm doing accounting. And then he was like, oh, well, I'm going to speak to the evaluators. Okay, it took 2 weeks after that for him to finally come back. I didn't even hear from the evaluator. I heard through him that, oh, the evaluator said that, your request to accept those courses is denied and you're going to have to repeat them. But like I said, he reiterated again in the email, but like I said, you can just choose one of those other courses. So I'm just like, by this point, by this time, CSULB had admitted me. And let me show you their acceptance letter, which is so much better than this Cal State Fullerton one. Okay. So here we go. On behalf of our distinguished faculty, blah, blah, blah. Competition was rigorous and all this stuff. Okay. So this was November 30th, 2017. And I was thinking that, I'm just going to go with Cal State Fullerton because they accepted me first. But then when they started telling me all of this, I was like, let me just try and accept CSULB's offer of admission, even though the deadline had passed. Deadline passed, I think it was the 3rd of December to accept their offer. But then I just went and tried, and it went through. And I was surprised. And I made the appointment for the SOAR orientation for transfer students. And I asked them, I called them and asked, and I said, I accepted the offer of admissions, and I want to know if I'm really a student or if there was some glitch or something, because I didn't want to waste my time. And the SOAR orientation cost $60-something too. So I didn't want to waste my money. And they said, no, you're a student. So anyway, fast forward to 2 days, day before yesterday, it was Friday. And I went to orientation. It was so nice. Very, very rewarding experience. It was long, from 8 a.m. to about 2. But, the SOAR, I guess, how would you call them? representatives. They're actually students there. You know, they made you feel welcome. It made you look forward to your time there. You know, they're saying you get to have the gym and the massage therapy, and you know we have football games, basketball games, and you're all free to come in. And they taught us, you know, the cheer for Cal State Long Beach, and the little hand signal for Cal State Long Beach. So it's like they're welcoming you to a group, like you feel like you belong, and explaining to you how you do this, how you do that, how you get your ID card, all the different stuff that you need to know. Then, you know, they separated us, you know, based on our major. We did a little, I guess, a social activity, you know, where we talked about what we identified with the most with regards to gender, religion, race, and things like that. They told us to get to know the people who we were sitting next to. Then they said we could go and choose a room that we wanted to go to based on our interests. Like if we were interested in getting a job on campus or off campus, we could go to that room. If we're interested in diversity or African American culture and that kind of stuff, you go to that room. If you're interested in, it said, like finding your place in Long Beach, in Cal State Long Beach, you go to that room. So it was like based on your interests, what interested you the most about being there. And they had people to help you out with that. I chose a job because I'm gonna have to quit my job because it's too far from the university. I won't be able to take care of my kids, do that, and do school and work all the way in LA. It's not gonna work out. So anyway, yeah, so at Cal State Fullerton, this is all I got. A bunch of papers. You know, this says if you want, you know, that he was telling me you can choose economics and these are the courses you would be taking. He's telling me I had to take an ethics course. His name is Robert Cavazzo. Then this is another requirements from one of those other majors that he said I should do. These are these bunch of these papers, which ended up not happening. Okay, this was the one for concentration in accounting. Look at all these courses that I took, and he's saying I'm going to have to repeat. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, this is all I got from Cal State Fullerton. But now look at Cal State Long Beach. Got this bag. Oh yes, Cal State Long Beach had my what do you call it? My transcripts, already things there. To their accountancy program. I could start taking calculus right away. Like, okay, this is a Cal State Long Beach visitor's guide. It's almost like you're on a vacation or something. They gave us this. Go beach, yes. They gave us this water bottle. They gave us this, what do they call these? I just found out what this is called in my speech class at Trade Tech. It's called starts with an L. Lanyard, yes. Okay, got this organizer or planner. Okay, this was the exercise, the social exercise that we did. This stuff. We did this. Okay. What else? Oh, some discount on items at the beach store. This little card wallet, and you could use it as a keychain. We also got, it's not in here, I think I left it in my purse. We also got a flash drive and a pen. Actually, where's my pen? I lost it. Or maybe that's in, yeah, we got like a lapel pin. But anyway, like I said, at first, you know, I haven't actually gotten into the school yet. I haven't started taking classes. I don't know how to compare the classes. I don't know how to compare the professors and everything. But based on first impressions, go with Cal State Long Beach. And as, you know, the year progresses and stuff, I'll be able to tell you a lot more about Cal State Long Beach, and then anybody who's at Cal State Fullerton can kind of compare their experience with mine, because I won't be going there. But anyway, signing off for now. Bye.